guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, one good thing I think about the Worldwide Download Celebration right now is the amount of new content we've got. Actual, like, high-level endgame content that I think is very fun, right? They do release a lot of stuff throughout the year, you know, Infinite Dragon Ball History stages. I don't really think normal Super Battle Road stages are very tough these days. Extreme Super Battle Road stages, sure. Right, but like, you know, they do release a lot of like mid-level content, you know, boss rush and stuff like that for free-to-play players, but like we have real like playgrounds now, I think, for some of the best characters in the game, right? Like, whereas maybe previously, like, you know, last year, right, UI Goku was out, you know, Full Power Frieza, a lot of these characters, but we really only had like the God event to test it out. Like, it wasn't really an event that could take a lot of these characters to their limits. No way. Right now, this year we do. So it's like, you know, if we want to compare Pan to Ginyu, right, we can directly compare. All right, look at the way Pan destroys Broly. All right, now look at the way, you know, like Ginyu is able to hold up against Cell Max, even type disadvantage. You know, things like that we could directly compare for these characters against bosses that are just like absolutely ridiculous. So the Cell Max fight is honestly very tough, right? Designed in such a way that honestly just winning is still pretty impressive with some of these teams. I did just want to get another video of a couple of characters here. Chi-Lai, of course, is brand new, right? And she's very good, you know, with her Scouter, her Rainbow Orb changing, her healing, her dodging. Everything Chi-Lai is doing is just very, very insane, right? So I wanted to get like another video showing her, LR, Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo, because they can now be very, very good with their guaranteed dodging. And then, of course, characters like Pan and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing here. I just wanted to beat Cell Max with Pan's team. Now, the good news is that we have a lot of powerful int characters who can work well, right? Like Pan, some of her biggest help is Trunks and Giru, and then the LR Goku, Trunks, and Pan, right? Those two characters. So because of that, right, they're int characters. They can hold up a little bit better against Cell Max than typical normal characters. Here, of course, is where Chi-Lai just goes crazy, right? Just dodges everything. You know what's funny? Noticing Cell Max actually is not doing an AoE on this phase. That's very bizarre. What I've frequently noticed running Pan's team, however, that this is an issue that always seems to happen to me, is even though it seems like pretty easy to get her active skill, it does seem like with her team, a lot of it is just how fast she could rack up the damage. Oftentimes, I'm not able to get her active skill as quickly as I would like, right? It is something that does typically happen. Now, my strat here, Pan, while she can be good in slot 1 depending upon the enemy she's facing, she doesn't, I feel like, really hold up to some of these bigger threats, right? Like, we're not really going to eat a super attack from Cell Max and probably live with Pan in slot 1, right? I think if we're going up against an AGL boss, sure, Pan could survive that, but just her damage reduction and the level of defense she's going to have, probably not. Remember that Pan generates a lot of defense from the All in the Family link? We do have a good GT Goku we could pair right next to her that will activate that for her, but he's AGL. He's not going to cut it in this Cell Max fight. It's just not going to happen, right? Like, Cell Max hits way too hard just with his normal hits. His normal hits do way too much damage for basically AGL characters to work effectively in here. Now, this was actually pretty bad luck. Because it's like, you know, Chi-Lai shows us where the super attack is. Many teams instantly die right here, right? Because what I would have done is I would have floated Pan off. But obviously, we're not able to. I feel like Chi-Lai is just way too valuable, so I have to leave her on rotation. We put Pan in slot 2, and then Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo can safely and effectively dodge that super attack at the end right there. But Pan is going to be taking damage in this Cell Max fight for the rest of the fight, right? Like, she's taking damage from these hits, because we don't have All in the Family up for her and stuff like that. But she's going to do a lot of damage herself, especially once we're able to get the active skill with her. Now, remember, in order for Pan to do her active skill, she does have to be on rotation with a GT Goku, which we have with Goku, Trunks, and Pan right here. With that unit, we could sort of get the job done. right? Now, okay, so this is interesting. So Trunks and Giru, they're a unit that's a little bit frustrating to me. They are not good enough. Trunks and Giru is a unit that is just flat out not good enough on release. Trunks and Giru, on many of these rotations, they're giving 70% defensive support, or 70% offensive and defensive support, right? To like Pan and some of these characters. But this unit, look at the damage that character takes. Like, I don't think that's acceptable. I'm not talking about Trunks and Giru tanking type neutral. That's not what we're talking about here. They have type advantage, taking 60k per normal, right? This is why I gave them full dodge. I didn't see people complaining about me giving Trunks and Giru full dodge, but if they did, well, this is why, right? Like, again, we don't need to bleed every single point of damage out of Trunks and Giru. What we would need for them is to potentially, you know, not take a million billion damage from Cell Max. Wow, you know, looking at this run, we did get very good RNG with where Cell Max was supering. We did have to lose Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo in the first turn, but, like, basically, look at this. All three turns in a row right now, it's very, very easy for us to just catch that super attack on a character that can handle it, right? Now, of course, we do need Cheelai to dodge. Cheelai, I think she could live a super attack from Cell Max, but remember, she has sort of like the exponential defensive increase that like STR Whis has. I think Cheelai, in order to tank Cell Max's super attack, right, she would need to dodge maybe like 5 attacks at least first. Remember, she does get 50% defense on her super attack as well. By the way, notice the amount... she's just so crazy. Like, these the joy I get from these dodging characters, just so good, so good. Okay, so now we're looking pretty good, right? Because we're at a point here where on the next rotation, we potentially could get Pan's active skill. Because we are going to have the Goku, Trunks, and Pan over on rotation with them. I actually want to say that Cell Max supers in slot 1 right here. Doesn't he? I think he does. He does. That's so crazy. Wow, wow. Yeah, 4 turns in a row, we had pretty good RNG, right? So Cell Max had 3 of his 4 super attacks outright dodged, and then the other one he supered Tech God Goku. So I would imagine, is he, like, he's probably not going to super 5 turns in a row, maybe. I mean, what it is the fact that this guy can double super attack, right? It just means he's shooting these out just at a way more rapid fire rate. Do we get Pan's active skill here? Let me see. We do. Yeah. Okay. So see, this is where things get crazy, right? We go ahead and drop Pan's active skill, and then we're just doing absolutely insane amounts of damage with her active skill. And then remember, she gets a 59% chance to crit for the rest of the rotation as well. So, you know, we actually could put down some crits on Cell Max. Like, yeah, we definitely finish him off on this turn. There's no doubt about that. She just did way too much damage right there. So, it's very simple, right? This is literally just a matter of Cheelai dodges this next super attack, and boom, it's GG, we won, right? Goku, Trunks, and Pan, they are actually capable of double-digit tanking, provided that they super attack, of course, first. Cheelai gets the dodge on the super attack, and then boom, there we go. Again, there's a reason I was going so crazy for Cheelai when we saw her details. I mean, it should be fairly obvious. I like this character as well. Goku, Trunks, and Pan, to me, they feel like a good level of strength. I would obviously like if they had a little bit more defense, but this character does feel fairly powerful to me. This Goku, Trunks, and Pan. They're a nice addition to Pan's team. I really, upon further review, I think the character that needs to be better is Trunks and Giru. They're not good enough, considering they're, you know, damn near the most recent summonable unit before Cell Max dropped in-game, right? It's just ridiculous. I mean, the actual most recent summonable units were Fasha and Cheelai, right? But you guys get what I'm saying right there. So, there we go. We beat Cell Max with Pan's team. I think the next team I'm probably going to try and take Cell Max down with is actually going to be AGL Cell's team, I think is what we'll give it a try. During the Worldwide Download Celebration, we've got a lot of different forms of content, new Red Zone stages and all this, so it's very, very exciting. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.